So my morning routine tends to shift around throughout the year, but lately it's been a bit more relaxed than usual, and I've honestly really enjoyed it. The new year often comes with this pressure to hit the ground running, but I think easing into it with a more realistic routine like this one can be a more sustainable way to build momentum. So lately I've been waking up at 7 a.m., about an hour later than my typical 6 a.m. wake up time. And I tell myself that this is because my Oura ring said that 7 a.m. was my optimal wake up time, and I'm prioritizing sleep, even though I usually just end up staying awake an hour later. But in reality, the winter holiday time just has me feeling lazy, and I honestly hate waking up when it's pitch dark outside and freezing cold.
What's funny is I'm supposed to get up right now to film this morning routine video, but I snoozed my alarm and I really don't feel like getting up. It's like really cold outside right now too. This is a realistic morning routine.
Over the next couple weeks, I think I'm gonna gradually shift this wake up time a little earlier, because although I definitely enjoy sleeping in a little bit, there's no doubt that I get way more done with an early morning deep work session. If you've seen any of my recent vlogs, you might know that I got some of these automatic smart lights for my room. It was a bit pricey, I won't lie, but the bulbs I got are super high quality and not only allow me to change up the vibes in my room, but also set up these cool automations so they gradually turn on leading up to my wake up time. I also automated this massive daylight lamp thing that I put on top of my bookshelf that turns on at 7 a.m. and just blasts me with this super bright light from above, kind of mimicking the sun. Although waking up early on these cold winter mornings still isn't fun by any means, I think gradually waking up to light is a lot more pleasant than an obnoxious alarm clock. After waking up and absolutely never ever snoozing my alarm, I make my way to the bathroom, at which point one might consider taking a cold shower, but usually lazy Winter Miles just sticks his head into the water to wet his hair, which usually looks like a peacock when he wakes up.
Peacock hair.
At this point, I get dressed and hydrate, usually by drinking some coconut water that I get in bulk from Costco. After cutting out most processed foods and artificial sugars from my diet, coconut water tastes really sweet to me and is this nice, refreshing morning drink. Now I head out for a brief morning walk, which is a simple way for me to check off a bunch of healthy morning habits all at once. Being outside, breathing some fresh air helps wake me up, get the blood flowing a little bit, and just feels great, like what we're supposed to naturally be doing as humans. I also use this opportunity to get some natural sunlight in my eyes, which helps set my circadian rhythm, and again just makes me feel good. I've been approaching this morning stroll as kind of a walking meditation, where I basically do my best to stay fully present in the moment, listening to the sounds of nature, feeling the earth under my feet, and just being mindful about the world around me.
He wants to say hi, but
It's nice out here in the morning. It's a little bit cold, but feels good to be in the fresh air, sunlight, first thing in the morning. It just snowed last night, so it's a little bit wet, but looks pretty, looks good. The vibe. Now, one of the best things I've learned to do as I've gotten older is to really appreciate the simple things in life. If you can get happiness, or I guess satisfy your dopamine craving from just taking a simple morning walk or getting some fresh air, then you're just going to be a much happier person overall, because your baseline requirement for what makes you happy is going to be a lot lower. Now, I'm still gradually learning more about meditation, but I think this walking meditation is a bit different from the typical concentration meditation that I've done in the past. And I think the benefits might be a bit more applicable to our everyday lives, where we're required to stay focused and present in the moment while the world around us continues to move. Next up, breakfast. Something that I used to eat later in the morning or skip entirely, but lately I've been eating it right away in hopes that I can squeeze in a few more calories throughout the day. I've been attempting to bulk for what feels like forever, but kind of struggle to gain weight while still eating my clean, healthy diet. But to be honest, I probably just haven't made it as much of a priority as I think I need to in order to see those significant gains that I'm looking for. Next up, my favorite part of my morning routine. In all seriousness, I try not to drink caffeine too much because it can very easily get to the point where you start tweaking and you need a coffee in the morning just to get to your baseline. And next thing you know, you're up late at night dreaming about the next morning's cup of coffee, which has totally never happened to me before. But I won't lie, I've really come to enjoy the whole ritual and kind of step-by-step process of making a morning pour over or espresso. It's one of those things that just helps me start the day on a positive note. Now, I often rotate between having coffee or matcha and pairing it with Magic Mind. Magic Mind is this little productivity shot packed with matcha, adaptogens, nootropics, and clean ingredients that give me a calm energy boost and help keep me focused without the coffee jitters. It's perfect for those mornings when I want to feel sharp and get a lot of things done, but don't want to overload on caffeine. If you're interested, click the link in the description and use my discount code to try out Magic Mind for yourself. By now, it's usually around 8:30 a.m. and I'm ready to get to work. On the weekdays, this will be my day job, and on the weekends, I do my best to keep the same routine, but just switch out my day job for my own personal work. Usually, I've already planned out what I'm going to work on the night before, but if not, then I'll glance at my weekly plan and quickly pick out a couple key tasks to knock out for that day and just get to work. Now, to be honest, I'll probably end up switching things up a little bit over the next few weeks, but that's just kind of how it goes with these routine things. They can evolve over time and mold to fit your needs depending on what season of life you're currently in. If you want to see more lifestyle content or what I'm up to on the day-to-day, follow me on Instagram, as I recently started posting a lot more on there. You can also click this playlist to see my latest vlogs, which I've really enjoyed making recently, even if they don't get quite as many views as my typical videos. And Happy New Year. First video of 2025. Hope you had a good holiday, and I have a feeling that 2025 could be a big year for all of us.